Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet, Battle of the Atlantic, continued as Britain. And before we get stuck in, I would like to apologise for my absence. This was because I was unwell. I was not in ship shape, and I was confined to my bed for probably about 2 weeks, which naturally meant I was kind of unable to make videos. But now I'm back, I'm feeling better. We can now proceed as normal. So we have got, well, we've lost 6 squares on the tonnage war. We're in week 4 of April 1940, and I have absolutely no idea what I was supposed to do. We have 3 ships over here. I'm going to move... Was it the Velux that I wanted to move down, or the active? These are all fine as they are. This is the Renown over here and the Warspite here. I am tempted to send a submarine in... to send a destroyer in here just to have a look at what's going on there. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'll move everyone down by 1. That way we don't lose any escort. Right, Vanessa's got 6 torpedoes, so she should be fine if she would encounter anything. And then up here I'm just going to move the... I'll move the Velux down because might as well. Right. Now they've moved down, have they? Brazil South Seaboard. Allied merchant attacks by submarines. 41,370 tons of merchant shipping sunk in week 4 of April 1940. No, they haven't. That's a different task force. I see. But because we've got no convoys over here, I'm not going to detach from here to try and hunt down the odd U-boat here and there. I mean, I have detached somewhat up here, but that's only because we've been seeing a lot of action up here already anyway. Right, so everyone moves back 1. There we go. Well, we're in May 1940, so that's something. And we have our first engagement in the Faroe Islands in sunny weather in week 0.5 of May 1940. The destroyers Active and Saguenay have come under attack at noon from the submarine U-83, and we have the initiative as the British. We haven't come under attack. We're the ones attacking. We've intercepted U-83, it would seem. Well, I'll only be too happy to sink a submarine. 4,000 yards, so that's very close already. Stand by the torpedo tubes. Hopefully it won't be necessary, however, because we will have an airstrike. Yes, we do! Oh, how lovely. What a lovely start. Right, well, we know what to do. We're decent at airstrikes. Or at least I'd like to think I am. Or is this I completely mess it up now? No, I think we've got it. I think we have got it. Yep. U-83 has been sunk. Very nice and simple first engagement. I like that. That's good. If all the engagements were like this, I'd have won the war by now, probably, but they're not, so the war continues. Action report. On the British side, the destroyers Active and Saguenay received no damage at all. On the German side, the submarine U-83 was sunk for 800 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 800. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0. 800 renown earned. And speaking of a not so simple engagement, in the western approaches in sunny weather, in week 0.5 of May 1940, the destroyers Antelope and Boreas, who were escorting the big convoy of merchant ship, C2 freighters, a C3 freighter, T2 tankers, and a large freighter. And they've come under attack in the afternoon from the battleship Scharnhorst, and the Scharnhorst has the initiative. But maybe we're close to them. Right, they've opened up with their secondaries, so that's something. Already scoring some hits. There's the elite German gunnery for you. How far away are we? 16,500, so pretty far. Let's go harder port and see if we have any airstrikes available to us. It would be very nice if we did. We have one bomb bomber. One bomb bomber is available. Right. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Just wanted to check and make sure we have at least some Air Force capability. Right. You go 20 degrees to port. And yeah, let's have you do nothing as well. Now you're the freighter that's got hit, but nothing's been damaged, so I suppose that's good as well. And I'm going to use the convoy in an offensive way. Flank and harder port for all of you. That's right. I am once again using the convoy in an offensive way. The reason why I'm doing that is because the future of the convoy is basically the same as the future of the destroyers. If the destroyers get sunk, there's no way that the convoy's getting away, unless the Scharnhorst is very slow, as in going at half speed basically. Unfortunately, I don't really see that happening. I should probably make smoke with these. Yeah, I probably will do on my next turn. On my next turn, I will do, unless the Scharnhorst decides to go for one of the destroyers. No, don't use your main armament. No, don't do that. They've turned. I would need them to turn a bit. Well, actually, no, are they? Oh, there goes one of the large freighters already. Final damage upon sinking, propulsion, steering, heavy damage, AAA destroyed. Your pumps were working though. Could we not have turned those on, perhaps? Anyway, time to dither some more over the Scharnhorst. They're going to carry on turning this way. It's going to be ages before we're able to get any sort of angle on them. The best thing I can do now then is just to literally make smoke and just hope that it works. And it doesn't have to work, but we have a convoy, we're using it in an offensive way. Hopefully they'll go and start shooting at another merchant rather than the destroyers. Now they've turned back again. Yeah, now that they've sunk the one of my freighters, so it's all right now. We can go and report this success back to High Command, and it doesn't really matter what happens after that. Please tell me you have 8 torpedoes. 7. All right, that's close enough. That's still very much fine. 7 torpedoes in the water would be. Well, at the correct distance would be quite interesting to see how they would navigate that. How many have you got? You've got 6, so really not too bad at all, I would say. Not too bad at all. 7 and 6, 13 in total. Of course, it doesn't really mean much because, well, if they miss them all, it's not going to be that significant. Good, they're still going for the merchants. It's one of those strange occasions where you're actually happy that they're shooting at a merchant ship. It's strange, isn't it? You're sat there, thinking to yourself, yes, they're shooting at one of my ships. Hang on, you're happy that they're shooting at you? Yes, but it's complicated. Alright, well that makes it alright then, it's complicated. Of course, the future of the convoy is the future of the destroyers, so we very much have to hope that they just shoot at the convoy for long enough that the destroyers get close enough, drop torpedoes at a good distance, and then, yeah, we can hopefully sit back and watch the Scharnhorst sink. We need to hurry up because it's already May 1940, and they're going to get the Bismarck class available in August 1940, and that's only 3 months away. And I can't really afford to have, let's say, a Bismarck class and a Scharnhorst class out here together, because that's just no. Even if they encountered one of my heavier task forces, say even the Renown or the or even the Warspite, that still wouldn't be enough. Realistically, that wouldn't really be enough. Now they have dropped torpedoes. Have they dropped torpedoes at? So there's this one over here that they've decided to go for. So the one that's sort of, well, this one here. This one is the one that's got attacked. I am unable to make the torpedoes out in the water. So what I will do is I will turn 5 degrees to port and hope that that throws off the torpedo. It might have done ever so slightly. Oh, we can't see them now because the smoke screen from the other destroyer has sort of covered our view here. That's a shame, but we're getting closer, and I think quite frankly that's the most we can hope for. Getting closer, hopefully turning soon to fire torpedoes. Here we go, they've opened up fire on us. They're long, but not by much. Right, 6,000, well, 7,000 effectively. I'm still going to say no. I'm still going to say hold on to it. They haven't actually hit us yet. And we have another destroyer over here that's very close as well. So, strategy to overwhelm them is kind of working. And anyway, you've a convoy. Look, there's a convoy here. Merchants. Look. Look at the merchants over here. Don't mind the destroyers. You've got merchants here, and they're coming towards you. Oh, they've turned. There we go. That's better. We're firing at the merchants again. Good. 5,800. I'm going to say one more turn, and then we can probably turn and fire. I hope this works, because like I said, we haven't sunk a single German battleship yet, and they've got 2 of them, and they're going to have another 2 available very, very soon. And that's not a good thing. We need to sink at least one of them, and then the other, and then we can breathe a sigh of relief for about 10 seconds, and then get stressed out about the Bismarck and Tirpitz. Good! Yes, we're still going for the merchants, that's good. How are we looking? 4,800. Oh! Right, stand by the torpedo tubes, dare I say it. We're going to drop all torpedoes in. How far away are we? 4,000. So this is a 2-turn shot. Right, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. They're going at 31 knots effectively. So I'm going to say 8.1 hits immediately. So I'm going to say 5.1 over here. There's 1. And yeah, just have it every 1 degree, I think. 4.1, 3.1. You basically get the picture. 2.1. I will go 1.1 as well. And Yep, I'll go 0.1 as well. Why should we drop the last one? Here or here, what do we reckon? Well, they are going quite quickly. Would the stern clear anything here though? I don't know. Because the question is, would the bow get this far? Or would the stern clear this? I think the stern might struggle to clear all this. I'll go 6.1. Hopefully Antelope. This will be your big moment. Please fire away. Big moment. It's a 2-turn shot. Will we hit them though? That's the question. And if we will we hit them, you know, sufficiently well that we'll sink them? I could have turned and fired with this one as well, but I'm going to keep this one in reserve just for the time being. So I don't want to drop everything immediately. I'm going to see what they'll do now. They might fire at this destroyer over here that's just fired torpedoes, meaning this one will get off relatively scot-free. Oh, you've got hit. Yep, I know, but here come the torpedoes. Look what's happening. Yes! Yes! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, fireworks from the Scharnhorst. Down she goes. Scharnhorst, final damage upon sinking. Pumps, A turret, port torpedo tubes, heavy damage. C turret destroyed. Finally the Scharnhorst is sent under. Oh. Right, well that's 1 out of 2 battleships sunk for Germany. It's a very important victory. Very important. Because if we can take out the Kaiser now, we're not going to see any battleships until week 3 of August 1940 minimum. That's the earliest we'll see them. I'd like to think by then I would be able to afford another battleship to have a sort of, well, not even so much a battleship task force, just moving within. I'd have the battleship just move between all the different sectors, because there's always going to be a destroyer in them. And, well, battleship with destroyers in support, I think could be a very powerful combination. You could have the battleship fire, as you would expect, and you would have the destroyers going in for a torpedo run. We did it though, look at that! Action report. On the British side, the destroyer Antelope received light damage. The destroyer Boreas received no damage at all. One merchant ship large freighter was sunk for 8,700 tons. 2 merchant ship C2 freighters received light damage, and all the other merchant ships received no damage whatsoever. On the German side, the battleship Scharnhorst was sunk for 32,100 tons. Warship tons sunk on the British side 0, merchant ship tons sunk on the British side 8,700, warship tons sunk on the German side 32,100, and merchant ship tons sunk on the German side 0, 32,100 renown earned. This is a huge success. It's a huge success. And it seems Germany is out for revenge, because in the United Kingdom, in partially sunny weather in week 0.5 of May 1940, the destroyers Anthony Ardent, Brazen Velux have come under attack in the afternoon from 4 U-boats: U-158, U-159, U-69 and U-82. These submarines of course have the initiative. Right, aircraft? No, do they not have aircraft then, it would seem? I'd like to think that means they don't have any air support out here. I hope that's what it means. Excuse me. Right, but we'll have air support, right? I mean, we're in the UK of all places, so you would kind of expect, you know, to have at least something. Right, backwards, hard as starboard. How many aeroplanes have we got? 4. Perfect, that'll be just fine. Right, so if we have 4 aircraft, that means it doesn't really matter who we go for. However, as a rule of thumb, I will always go for the submarines that haven't fired their torpedoes yet. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because they're the ones that are still a threat. There's no point going for a submarine that's already fired its torpedoes, at least in my mind. And the reason for that is because they're not going to be a big threat. They've already fired off. You know, they've already done the most they could do. Go. You can put a submarine that it's fired off. Yes. U-69 has been sunk. If you've got a submarine and it's fired off all 4 torpedoes that it could have done, why would you then go ahead and attack it? If anything, you'd leave it because, well, all it can ever do is fire 1 torpedo at you. Unless, of course, the AI decides to play tactically and hold torpedoes, but the AI doesn't really do that, so not really a possibility that they'll try and be clever like that. So we have 3 depth charge bombers left. Is this another submarine that... No, this is the other one, I think. Have you fired your torpedoes? You haven't. Right, so let's sink this submarine, whichever one it may be. Let's go back this way. Pressure is still on every single time. Every single depth charge run is still some level of pressure because there is a bit of an expectation that you get it right every single time. Got it. U-158 has been sunk. Because what you want to avoid happening is that you mess up a depth charge run. Because if you mess it up, well then what do you do then? Well, you basically give them another turn to do something. And that's not what you want to do. You don't want to give them any turns to do anything. Might take you down to 1/3 speed, even though you've got no torpedoes heading towards you. Right, depth charge bomber, I think... Do you know what, we'll leave this one to the Valaks, we'll go for this one over here. We'll go for U-159. Right, let's put target round about here. Let's dive. Oh, that's a little bit late, I think. And depth charge now. Yep, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Did very good here. Right, it's one more. One more. Torpedo's been fired, but not at the Valaks. Right. Bring you down to 1/3 speed anyway. Right, final airstrike now. Can we pull off 4 out of 4? I would like to think we can. But that doesn't mean we can't mess it up still. Let's go now. Looking good, looking bad. Oh, looking very good. U-82 has been sunk. Excellent. Right, well that was a very successful engagement, I would say. Gosh, 2 in a row. Action report. On the British side, the destroyers Anthony, Ardent, Brazen and Valaks have received no damage whatsoever. On the German side, the submarines U-158 and U-159 were sunk for 1,032 tons each. The submarines U-69 and U-82 were sunk for 800 tons each. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 3,664. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0. 3,664 renown earned. Well, that's pretty good, I would say. How long has this been going for? I'm going to check how long the recording has been going on for, because I think it may be time to leave it here for this video. So I'll be right back. Right, we've been going for 25 minutes, so that's a good enough length that we can finish the episode off here. We still have 6 squares lost on the tonnage war, so at least we've not lost a square. We're in week 1 of May 1940, and if we have a look at the stats, week 1 of May 1940, 11 naval vessels sunk for Britain, over 300 merchants sunk, over 1 million tons of shipping sunk as well. Naval vessels sunk for Germany, 78, almost 250,000 tons there. We're losing about 120,000 tons per month in terms of Allied merchants. But we have a good kill ratio. It's so far 1-7. So that's good. That's good. Ships lost. No ships lost in this episode. Look at this though. Scharnhorst on the German side. If we could have the Gneisenau join as well, that would be very nice. But who knows? Maybe we'll do that in the next episode. For this episode, that'll be all from Admiral Playerovski for this video. If you enjoy the content, if you're enjoying the series, leave a like and subscribe. I mean, we've got the Scharnhorst. That's worth a like and a subscription alone, I think. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.